Hi, welcome back to the Amber Shows. There were some things that I was thinking about, and I was like, I honored my sister friends for being black girls that rock in New York, and I didn't honor my own blood sisters, my own family, my real, blood family. So I must do that. So I have to say, there are so many of my family members that rock, and they make Detroit a better place. So let's start talking about you. My sister, Clodie Martin, educator in this Detroit system, still an educator, retired and couldn't even give it up. We've been together before and just in casinos or wherever we are, and girls have walked up and thanked her, remembered her as a teacher, and said that they're now lawyers and doctors, and it was all because of Clodie. So, Clodie Martin, you're a Detroit Southfield girl that rocks, and you're my sister. You know I'm your baby sister. And then there's my sister Patty Tony. She's an entrepreneur. She's owned her own Subway restaurants, chained in Detroit, and she is an educator as well. She had so many employees who loved her. She was a great employer. Anybody would want to work for her and her husband. I also want to honor my sister Pam. Of course, she's just rich, married, rich, and she's a great mother, and she took care of her family as well. I also want to honor my sister Jeanette Williams. She's also an educator. She's Dr. Jeanette Williams. My sister has her PhD, and she also was a psychologist for students in the Detroit school system. And my sister Doris Marzette, another businesswoman. My sister Anita, she is a court reporter. My sister Karen, who's an all-out entrepreneur. She's owned restaurants, beauty shops, stores, clothing stores. She's a caterer. She's done floral arrangements. She's worked for lawyers. She's an all-around entrepreneur. My sister Debbie, she's the best chef in all of Detroit. Nobody cooks better than her. She's owned one of the largest restaurants in Detroit as well. My sister Judy Lynn, my sister Nancy, I love you. Judy Lynn's also an educator. Nancy, she's done everything. She's worked for the government. She worked for the FBI. I got some hot family members, I got to tell you. So my nieces, I must shout some of them out as well. My niece Sherrod, she's just an all-around wonderful Detroit girl that rocks. She's in school. She's a medical technician. She's a retailer. It's nothing that she can't do. My niece Shelby, she does all the hair. She is the hair fashionista. I think that's what I was trying to say. Shelby can do your hair and make you look like who you thought you never would. Shelby will rock it out. My niece Danielle, she is now a broadcaster for one of the largest news networks in Alabama. She is fabulous, and she's a New York City girl. I'm sorry, she's a Detroit girl that rocks. She wants to be a New York City girl, though. So I just wanted to say hello to my family and tell them that they all rock. These are Detroit women who rock, but they're my blood family, and I love you so much, and I just wanted you to know that. And as my sister Clodie would tell you, don't let anybody steal your joy. You will always run into people who will never want you to get anywhere, never want you to have anything, because they don't have the drive. And they just want you to stay right where they're at. And that's the only time that they like you. But you know what? Clodie Martin, my sister says, let nobody steal your joy. Keep rocking, my Detroit sisters, and I love you so much.